What's up, guys? All right, cool. We'll kick it off with GU. Look, I'm not sure if I'm going to be actually trading today. I may just sit on my hands and let price do its thing. We have broken a daily high. We've broken a weekly high. Um, the daily goes against momentum, so it was previously bearish, so it's a massive inducement of price. The weekly was bullish, coming from a mitigation of a more so like decisional area. Um, yeah, I'm not seeing the weekly yet as necessarily filled. Like I think we can come down and still mitigate this area. So, I'm happy to work with that whole leg still as my weekly. Um, but with that being said, we did have a pretty reasonable retracement. We have mitigated a area. We've broken that high. So, it's a lot of liquidity that's been taken. The market is incredibly bullish. Like we've been straight bullish for what, 4 days now. So, we're in a spot where the market does need to retrace. The issue obviously that we have is how bullish it is. Like personally, I would like to keep following with the momentum, but given what's been taken, we're not going to really expect price to continue to buy, but we can't expect it to sell either, just because it makes sense to. I was, however, open to selling a GU, but it is going to just, yeah, it's not going to give a chance to get in. Um, You've got mitigation of smart money point, push, sweep of 50% of Asia, mitigation of this area, break to the downside. I was open to use that as a smart money trap, and I was also open to use this as a smart money trap with that internal break. But obviously, as you can see, it is just going to melt, not going to give a chance to do anything with it. So yeah, it does definitely make it a little bit tricky. To try and trade, but we don't always need to trade the market. In terms of buyers, I don't see us having enough of anything of significance to induce in order to be able to buy price back up. Um, yeah, so we're in this bit of we're at a new weekly high. We're at a weekly high. So, we've got to allow price to tell us where it wants to continue to go and build structure. It does this every now and then, a couple of times throughout the year. It's not very often that we're at weekly highs. So, we have to respect that fact and allow price to, show us where it's going to go and what it wants to do. EU is a similar scenario where it's at a weekly high. We are very, very close to the decisional of our like monthly break of structure. That's your monthly break. Um, so we can continue to buy price up to that point and target that because it's clear that that's where price is going. In terms of what you got to work with, again, we've taken a daily high, for our high as well, which again is opposing to momentum. So it makes sense to have a bit of a sell-off. I'm somewhat open to the same outlook that I had on GU, but yeah, clearly, as you can see, it's not going to play ball with us here. It's about to push through and break that low, so maybe we can work with something internally if it does give some sort of an entry. Um, yeah, off this break, if we get something like this, come up, induce retest, mitigate, come down, smart money trap play out of here, sell price through, target the liquidity across there, see if that's a potential possibility. Yeah, we've pushed through that now. Highly likely that it does just sell for a little bit. If it does sell, I don't think we're going to be able to catch it. It'd be very, very difficult to catch this sell if it does push. But you've also got the other side where it's very highly likely to just buy, given the momentum of the market. Very highly likely. AU sits in a similar spot as well. If I jump on the 4 hour, even on the daily, we're at a daily high as well. So we've just swept daily high, coming towards the extreme of our weekly or even monthly point, you could say. So yeah, again, you can target that. AU is a bit worse structurally compared to the other two. So again, we're mitigating this point here, but we've just been dribbling price up. I'm not really interested in trying to do anything with AU. It's got less to target down over here, and yeah, it's kind of just a bit shit. Um, the only difference you could say with AU is it's had a break to the downside, but none of this has really manipulated enough, yeah, to be able to call it internal retest. You could say this is a little bit of retest, but yeah, it's just not favorable. It's not favorable. Um, yeah. So look, personally, I'm probably going to be more so capital preservation today, and yeah, sit on my hands a bit and let the market sort of dictate where it's going to go first, and then I'll trade, tomorrow or Friday. Um, yeah, can't say I'm a massive fan of any of this. So yeah, we'll see what it's going to do anyway. We'll be watching it. If EU and GU happen to give an opportunity, then we can look at something like that. See what news is like today. What are we, Wednesday? Just orange folder. What about Forex Factory Wednesday? Yeah, okay. Oh, we got FOMC. Fuck, there you go. We got FOMC in the morning. Ah, yeah. Oh, that's going to be interesting to see what that does. I hope it drives price down, to be honest. I want to get back near some structure. Um, so right now, if it pushes price up, we're going to be in a worse spot. So we'll monitor, see what it's going to do, chill, cruise along, and yeah, play it by ear, and hopefully we get some better structure towards the end of the week.